Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Simpsons game, grabbing more collectibles. And we're starting off with the first of the video game levels, so you should get a video game cliche for getting the tutorials done. So after that, we're going to start off with the NeverQuest level. So first thing you want to do is you want to switch over to Marge and then head to this house in the upper right. There should be a coupon right here that you can grab. After that, you want to make sure you get a bunch of kids on your side, so just run around and blow your newly upgraded mega horn to grab all of the hobbits, and then you want to bring them over to this health and mana bar. You are going to need 30 kids in order to get this collectible, and you need to put 10 at each of the picnic tables. So once they're all filled up, this building is going to give you the next collectible, so make sure you grab that. And also over here is going to be one of the Homer collectibles, so switch over to Homer and then bring him over here as well. Keep in mind there is a time limit because you're supposed to be fighting the dragon, so make sure you fix the houses too if you don't plan on restarting the level. However, this is right at the start, so you don't have to worry too much about going back. But anyways, while you have control of Homer, head back to that house from earlier. And as you can see, there is a Homer collectible in the tree, so you're going to have to use his ball rolling powers to try to roll on the side of the house up and then try to land on top of the tree and grab the second collectible. Alright, that's it for the first part. Then you are going to head into the dungeon after defeating the dragon. There is another video game cliche here for destroying an enemy spawner, so make sure you do that. After that, head into the main area of the dungeon. There's going to be a bunch of collectibles here after taking out all of the Mo orcs. So there's one over here by the lava chasm on the left side, and there's going to be another one over here on the right side. And make sure you grab both of those. Those are going to be both Marge collectibles, so make sure you grab them. And then what you want to do is you want to switch over to Homer, and there is going to be a Homer collectible over here on the right side from the entrance. There should be a bunch of barrels over here, so make sure you use his rolling power to roll through them, and then up on the wall to grab his collectible. And then you want to go over here. There's one on this pillar. Grab that. There is also a Marge collectible over here in the corner. So look for this area. This should be by a orc sniper tower. So after you grab that, switch back to Homer and go to the center area. There is going to be a bottle cap right here in the middle of the archway. It's a little hard to get. You kind of have to roll at that pillar at an angle, but eventually you should be able to grab it no problem. And then once you clear out all of the Mo orcs, you want to switch to Marge and then start opening up all of the treasure chests. So there's one over here in the upper left. Then there is a chest by the switch in order to get the door opened over here on the right. You can also take this time to recruit some more hobbits if you want to. But after you grab that, there is going to be another one towards the start right here, and this one is going to have a Homer collectible in it instead. So once you open up the chest, just switch up to Homer and then grab that. Alright, so the next part's going to be this 2D segment that plays kind of like Gauntlet. So at the start there's going to be a chest here with a Marge collectible. Then you're going to play until you get to this part before you open up the first gate with a Homer collectible in this chest. Then you are going to play a bit, and then you're going to head to the second floor. Once you're here, this is next to the locked gate, so you're going to have to go up to get the key right there. But instead, if you go all the way to the top, there's two treasure chests up here. One with a Homer collectible and one with a Marge collectible. Make sure you grab those. I also recommend taking out the orcs before they give you any trouble, because those dudes can swarm you. After the 2D segment, you're back in 3D, and then you have this part right here with another pillar that you can roll up using Homer's rolly ability. So grab the next Homer collectible right here, and then we are going to head over here. This is the treasure room. I recommend taking out all the enemies before getting any collectibles because there's a bunch of enemy spawners in here. But roll up here on the left, there is another Homer collectible. Then you want to switch to Marge once all the enemies are taken care of. You want to gather 4 followers and then have them stand in the claw of the dragon right here, and that should spawn this staircase. And as you can see in the background, there is another March collectible, so make sure you grab that, and then you can move on and switch up to Homer. There should be a helium station right here, so make sure you roll up here and then hit up the helium tank, and then you want to use this to float onto the dragon's opposite claw, which has another Homer collectible. So just land here and then grab it, and then you're going to have to do the same thing, sacrifice 4 of your followers to go up the right side of the dragon, enter its eye using Maggie, and there's going to be 1 collectible in here in its opposite eye, so just crawl across instead of taking that right, and then hang a left here, and as you can see, there is the collectible. And the last one is highly missable for both characters. It's in the final boss fight, which plays like Joust. There's going to be the egg wave segment. You have to make sure you get all of these eggs before time runs up. If you don't, they're going to turn into orcs, and the 2 collectibles won't spawn. So make sure you use your helium powers and try to get all of these in 2 bursts of helium, and the collectibles should spawn. Marge's is going to be on the bottom, and then Homer's is going to be on top. Once you pick both of those up, you should be done with the level, and it's going to be it for this part. Don't forget to check back soon for more next time. And that's all there is to it.